Since Trainwreck is out this week, we thought we might as well pick something from Judd Apatow's older stuff for this week's Things You Didn't Know. Then being surrounded by middle-aged virgins at Comic-Con this past weekend gave us that final hit of inspiration we needed. So here are 7 things you didn't know about the 40-year-old virgin. Probably.
Hey, everybody who wants penis cake?
Let's start off with one of the most memorable parts of the movie, when Andy goes home with Nikki. See, Leslie Mann was very committed to playing a drunk girl in a completely original way, so committed, in fact, that she went out and got plastered with Seth Rogen and her friend Denise. That's Denise right there, by the way. And they taped the whole thing, as research. Seth Rogen came along on the practice drinking session because he was the film's co-producer. It's called being a professional. And evidently Leslie Mann got so wasted that night that she wound up eating bacon-wrapped hot dogs and singing We Are the Champions.
That tasted good.
Oh, that tastes like sausage.
In the end, her research definitely paid off. But it is worth mentioning that the idea for her to fall asleep at the wheel while she was drunk driving came courtesy of her and Judd Apatow's daughter, Maud, who was 7 at the time. Clearly, she got her parents' sense of humor. While Leslie Mann's research consisted of getting blackout drunk, Seth Rogen's research for playing Cal meant going on speed dating.
I am ugly as by traditional standards, but I get with women.
Back then, he wasn't as famous as he is now, but he still felt it was necessary to use a fake name, which was Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen, who worked at Nextel. Even with this foolproof alias and backstory, one woman still recognized him from Freaks and Geeks and felt really bad for him that he'd gone from being on a big TV show to speed dating, which honestly would be super depressing.
I have a question. What is the difference between high 8 and digital videotapes?
I'm not a salesman, so I could probably...
Welcome to Smart Tech. How can I be of service to you?
We spent a lot of time in the Smart Tech store in the 40-year-old Virgin, but you probably didn't know that Smart Tech is actually Staples. Or at least it was a Staples until it closed and, became a fake electronics store in a movie. It totally looks like they rented a pre-existing Circuit City and just branded it for the movie as Smart Tech, but it's actually just really well done production design. Ha! Circuit City. You remember those? Next thing. Even though Smart Tech is 100% fake, Trish's We Sell Your Stuff on eBay store is totally real.
Can I help you?
Yeah, these are wonderful. I'll take these.
Judd Apatow and the production team spotted the store in an Encino mini mall when they were scouting locations for Smart Tech. Once they sealed the deal to shoot at the old Staples upstairs, Apatow rewrote the script to work the eBay store into it, which is either really lazy or really efficient. Maybe a bit of both. Remember this part where Paula is blatantly trying to seduce Andy? Well, nearly all of the dialogue from this scene is what Steve Carell and Jane Lynch improvised together during her audition.
I heard this thing that you're still a virgin, is that true? Yeah.
Judd Apatow loved it so much that he basically just transcribed the tape from the audition and put it into the script. And by the way, that Guatemalan love song is actually just some entry-level Spanish dialogue that Jane Lynch had learned in high school. She's singing about cleaning her room and then hurrying off to a football game. Super romantic. Did you know that Universal thought Paul Rudd was considered too fat for the movie? Sure, he has abs now, but this was way, way before Ant-Man. After the first couple of days of shooting, the studio shut down production because they had some notes. One of which was that Paul Rudd needed to lose some lbs, which he did. Still, kind of a dick note if you ask me.
Smoke my pole!
Speaking of dick, Boner Jams 03 is a Paul Rudd original. He came up with the name for the porn mixtape and just wrote it on the prop himself, which is a bonus boner thing you didn't know. After shooting, Rudd was sort of bummed out that he picked 03 for his Boner Jams year, since he then noticed that he was also wearing a shirt that said 03 in the scene, which just makes it seem like he really, really loved the year 2003. Bet you didn't know that Seth Rogen and Romany Malco are both drunk right here, and it's all because this scene was shot on the day that the 40-year-old Virgin shot its 1 millionth foot of film.
All you trying to do right now is bust off this first nut. You got a whole lot of semen back up in you.
See, most movies shoot somewhere between 300,000 and 500,000 feet of film, and no one on the crew had ever shot 1 million feet before. They wound up shooting so many feet because of all the different versions and improvising Apatow had them do to every scene.
No! Kelly Clarkson!
Anyway, Judd Apatow had given the guys bottles of scotch to celebrate the milestone, and production had also gotten a bunch of champagne. And when you're on day 52 of what's supposed to be a 47-day shoot, I guess you can officially start drinking before you wrap. Sounds like my kind of gig. That's it for today's things, but let us know in the comments what other comedies you'd like us to do here on the show. You never know, we might actually do yours, unless you're a total dick about it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Cinefix.com and subscribe for more true-ish things about movies and sometimes boner jams right here on Things You Didn't Know.